Osprey Daylite Travel is a 24-litre lightweight day pack. Check out packhacker.com for our written review and the best buying options. Link in the description below. Now, the main material is 210D nylon double diamond ripstop, and you can kind of see this ripstop material here, and it always has like a kind of like a gleam to it, I guess. Just a note, talking about the ripstop, just below the logo, I'm not sure if you can see it here, it's pretty small, but there's like a little catch in the material from where we've been using it. Now, it's been there a little while, it hasn't got any bigger. This ripstop should stop that from happening and making that catch any bigger, but we'll keep you updated on the usage timeline just in case anything does change with that one. Now, this bag actually comes in 3 colorways. So this is the petrol blue, but it also comes in a black colorway and a purple. Now, Osprey is an outdoorsy brand, and you can kind of notice that, but the design is pretty minimal. Unless you begin using all of the attachment points and compression straps to attach all your gear to, you can get away with this in urban environments because there isn't that much going on here. The branding, of course, you can see here we have a logo, then we have the name of the product, the Daylite Travel here. I mean, it's pretty subdued for Osprey, but if you're like me, when you go out and you see someone wearing a backpack, you can tell straight away if it's an Osprey, which is great. It's a good thing as well. But yeah, you can definitely notice it, but it's not kind of overpowering and doesn't take much away from the rest of the bag. And the colorways that are offered with this series are really nice as well. So yeah, like I said, you can also have attachment point here, an attachment point here as well. So I'll start off with this pocket under the logo here. It's got a nice zipper pull for you to pull it across. Because of the shape of it, it can get a bit caught in those corners. So you may just need to grab that, but these zipper pulls are really handy for helping with that too. So inside this pocket, so Osprey say that it is a scratch-free pocket, so you can put your sunglasses and your phone, anything that may scratch in there. But I mean, it says scratch-free. We haven't had any issues with it, but of course, if you're just putting sunglasses in there, when you've got things in the rest of the pack, it is going to, could cause like an issue with that as well. Nevertheless, this pocket is pretty big. You've got a lot of space going on in there. And it almost reminds me a bit more of the Osprey Farpoint 40, this pocket. And the other Daylights, the original Daylite and the Daylite Plus, had a bit more organisation in this pocket, whereas this one is just kind of like a big bucket where you can fit kind of all your stuff that you need to access quickly. And then for small items like your keys, or I guess you could attach anything else there you really want, but this is a key clip. You can attach that there. This is plastic. It doesn't overly feel like, that durable, but we haven't had any issues with it so far. And bright red, so you can, as soon as you open it up, you know exactly where that is there. So that's nice. Down the side of this bag, we have 2 water bottle pockets. When you have your water bottle in there, it's quite snug, quite secure. And with the Daylite Plus, we had a bit of an issue because they were slightly wider and the bottle would kind of almost slip out sometimes, where we haven't had that issue here. Elasticated at the top as well, just around there. Up here you can see we have those compression straps. Now this is good for if maybe you've got like a bigger water bottle, or you want to attach a tripod or something, anything else, something slightly larger. This comes in handy for kind of holding that in place and keeping that secure when you're using it. They do come in, it's not a pain, but it does become slightly annoying because, as you can see, these straps go across the zipper for the main compartment and the zipper for the expansion compartment here. So you do need to unlock it unless you're happy to like thread it through behind. If you didn't want to, that is a possibility. But if you're trying to get something out really quick, I've noticed a couple of times when I just want to grab something, it's like, oh, I forgot to undo this. So that can be a little bit annoying. But it also, you know, if not that it has, it's there for security, but it can add, you know, maybe like a slight deterrent. You can't get your zipper straight off like that. But yeah, compression straps are on both sides as well, you can see, and same size water bottle pockets. So talking about this zippered expansion, sorry. So basically this is probably one of the biggest difference from the other Daylite series. So what you can do, if I find the zipper, you can, oh, there we go, unzip this like this, and it gives you an extra 6 litres. So it said it's a 24 litre pack, but it's 18 litres, and when expanded it's 24 litres. So you've got a bit of extra room if you wanted to go out for longer or overnight, or you want to just pack some extra things for the day, then that can come in really handy and give you that extra bit of space, which is really nice. Something that I did like about this too is that you can see the zipper pull is different to the one on the main compartment. So I felt like you could easily distinguish between the two, and I never found myself getting confused. You know, sometimes you open the wrong one, you go, oh no, but that was never the case here, so that's really nice. And also I found that this, the zippered expansion, I really didn't notice it so much. So when I'm not using it, it doesn't get in the way at all, which is really handy. You know, to just not know it's there, but it's there if you need it. So that's a really nice kind of extra little feature that's going on here. One other thing, I'll just show you onto the main compartment now, but you can see the main compartment has the zipper cover going over there. This one doesn't. This is just that zip around. Zippers are YKK on this pack as well. So let me open up the main compartment. These are really nice. So the reason these work quite well is because of this horseshoe design opening. So basically this one, like I was saying, it can be a bit tough to get around the corners, especially when you've got a lot of stuff in it. So these just help to kind of pull it around the corner really easily like that. So that's been like quite a handy feature to have. They are just plastic, but I haven't had any issues with those so far. So inside this compartment, and also these zippers are not lockable, even though it's like a travel version, it doesn't have that lockable feature. I guess you could maybe lock the zipper pulls together if you wanted to, but it's not like an actual feature with these zippers. So you open this up and you can see that that scratch-free, sorry, not scratchy, liner in the inside as well. It's nice and bright inside, so it's got a bit of extra visibility. You've got this bit here, which is kind of just like a main bucket. You can pop all of your things in. And a feature that I really liked about the inside of this bag are these two mesh organisers here. So I found that because this day pack is slightly bigger, I would use it for circumstances where I would take more things with me, and it was really nice to be able to have the option to put these items in here and stop them getting lost, or have to put them in another gear pouch and have to get that out. So I could just quickly open the pack and access anything here straight away. So that was really nice. And you've got these little tabs on here. These are elasticated. The mesh gives that added visibility too, which is really nice. So you can see exactly what you're getting out or what you need straight away. And yeah, you have the rest of that down there. And of course it expands as well to give you that extra space from around here. Now, behind this pocket here is the laptop sleeve. So it's got like a crunchy, slidey material, but it's quite nice because I felt like I could just slip any items in and out really easily, didn't get caught or anything like that. And like I said, this is really, really lightweight. So yeah, laptop compartment here, I'll just show you inside, or you can put a tablet in there. It does hold a 15-inch laptop. So this has some slight padding. It's enough to kind of, you know, protect it slightly here. But we do recommend, especially, you know, when you're working from your laptop as much as we do, having a laptop case on here is, you know, I mean, why not? If you can fit a laptop sleeve in there, it's just helps to have that extra protection. There is some padding from the back panel, but as you can see, it is flexible. So if it's like rounded on your back, or, you know, it just gives you that extra bit of security and, you know, peace of mind as well, I guess. So inside here, this is another feature, I'll just turn that so you can see it, is the, they call it a hidden pocket on Osprey. And they also mention that it does have RFID protection. Now we're not able to test this, but they do say that is part of this pocket if you wanted to put your passport or something like that in there. The nice thing is that it's not overly noticeable, and it is zippered. It's behind this zippered compartment, and then this in the main compartment. So kind of things you perhaps wouldn't trust being right on the outside, you can pop in here. And it's also right at the top. So when you're going to open it, you can just kind of, let me just show you, bring the zippers, because there's two zippers. You could just fold that over and access it straight from the top, which is nice. If it is your passport, you need to grab it quickly, then that you know, makes it really handy that you can go in there and get that from there. So the laptop compartment, let me just mention as well, it does have a false bottom. If I show you, it comes up to here. So comes up to here, so it does have that kind of false bottom. It doesn't have a lot of padding down here, so if you drop it, it doesn't mean that it's going to be absolutely protected, but it's always nice to have, you know, that extra bit there. But if you have a case on as well, it just gives you, like I said again, that extra bit that you don't need to worry about. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll show you the harness system in a second. Just one more thing was that I actually quite liked that this zipper pull isn't plastic, just because if your laptop, if you didn't have a case on, it could scratch. And I believe it was the Osprey Daylite Plus had a clip that it was a bit concerning putting your laptop in there too. So this is nice, easy to access. Like I said, you have to, if you want to access your laptop, you have to come in the main compartment, but it's pretty easy to grab it. And if you know, if that's a deal breaker for you, if you're having to access your laptop all the time and need a separate compartment, then of course that may be the case, but this goes in as well, so you can protect that from your laptop. So yeah, that's a nice kind of little added feature in there. And who doesn't love a bit of extra organisation as well? So moving on to the harness system. Now, you know, Osprey, like I said, outdoorsy brand, they do some really nice harness systems, and this is one of them. It was really comfortable to carry on days out. It's got a lot of breathability. Let me just unzip that. You can see we've got these spaces. This is mesh as well, and then there's some mesh. This is all mesh, and you've got some extra padding up here too. So this is EVA foam, and it just gives you that extra little bit of comfort that maybe you can't get from one of the really minimal, like packable stuff, compressible bags. So yeah, a really nice harness system, and with that, you know, it's slightly bigger, an extra bit of weight, so it was nice to have this kind of harness system on there. It also has a sternum strap with your emergency whistle here. I believe these are ITW, and these I think are YKK clips. So we've had good experiences with those. It's adjustable too. It doesn't have that bit of elastic on it. Some different packs have on their sternum strap, just a tiny bit of elastic on one side, and it just gives that flexibility. This one doesn't have that, but it is adjustable here, and you can also move it up and down pretty easily enough so that it's not stressful, but not so easy that it's going to fall when you're walking or fall off. So that's always a nice added bonus. And you've got these elasticated straps here if you wanted to unclip and kind of tuck that away if you're not using it. It's not always necessary to have one, depending on, you know, how much stuff you're carrying or how much weight, or maybe you're just not a fan of it, so it's, you know, nice to have the option that you can hide it away if you're not using it too. The shoulder straps are adjustable as well, and they've got this little loop, which I thought was quite nice. When you're kind of adjusting it, you can pull that just to give you that extra bit of grip as well. So on the top here, it doesn't actually have like a quick grab handle that you'll see on other packs. It's integrated into the top of this harness system here, so you can use it like this. For when like we were using it, this we didn't use this so much, just because I think just having an extra handle would have been nice, and tended to go for, you know, grabbing hold of this to pick it up quickly rather than this. However, what I did notice is that across here it distributed a lot of weight, so when I was carrying the bag and it was a little heavier, I felt like it was just kind of taking weight off my shoulders and off my back, and just distributed that really well across, which we didn't notice as much testing the smaller bags because they weren't as heavy as, you know, carrying this one around. So that was interesting to kind of feel that difference in that harness system there, and yeah, a nice little extra. So also there are a couple of loose threads hanging around. I noticed a few around the harness system. They haven't caused any issue to the bag so far. There's another one there, but of course if there is anything else, then I will keep you updated over on the usage timeline on the full review. So there you have it, the Osprey Daylite Travel. Check out packhacker.com for more information and the best buying options. Link down below. We'll see you in the next video.